All right. All right. So this is a pop-up live video about what's actually going on here. I've been taking a little bit of time off. If you join us, you join us. Sorry for the subscribers. Let me get this camera straight here. I just want I know the camera view ain't good for me, but hey, we got to see what's going on. Just want to pop up and let y'all know about what's been going on. Everything to get ready for what's happening. You know, the economy's crashing. People don't believe me that the dollar will rise, as Dr. Jim really once put it, and then all of a sudden it'll vanish. Don't expect, as I keep saying here, that things are going to happen in a flash, that everybody's going to tell us what's happening. And before, if you look at all the crashes, what's going on, nobody didn't tell us crap. All right, even before I was born, I look back at the Great Depression, what happened before the 1929 crash, leading up to it. There were warning signs everywhere. Between the 1870 crash, what happened in Europe earlier in past centuries, when the flower crash. Look that up. The flower crash. I forgot what the name of the flower was. That was one of the currencies they time, and the countries on Earth crashed. British pound crashed. The U.S. dollar gonna crash. The ruble crashed. Every fiat currency in the world has crashed. All right. So just want to pop up on and let y'all know that I have been going out lately. Hey, how you doing? Peace, my brother. Divine Ascension. Emma, how you doing? All right, so I've been actually going around. The local area I'm here in North Kakalaki. So, and that's to let you know about what's actually happening. Doing good. I'm glad to see you doing good. All right, get some more people up in here. All right, so as I've been going up and down, South Kakalaki was going down. All right. All right, so yeah, a lot of folks, you know, my skin tone and other folks, you know, not our skin tone. A lot of folks have been getting a lot of it, and they rather talk it out now. They don't. A lot of people don't. They don't want to fight anymore. And I actually talked to somebody. I was at the Walmart. I'm in between two Walmarts. You know, they both 30 minutes away from 35 minutes away. That's where I'm at. If you let you know that is let you know where I'm at in North Carolina. All right. And each one of them I went to, you know, most of the people in there, everybody wants to be friendly with each other. And I got to talking to one gentleman today. He said, hey man, we ain't got time for this. You know, this one lady wanted to argue with him. He was a Walmart employee. And the lady wanted to argue with him, and he kept trying to de-escalate the situation. And I went to talk to him. He said, and we both kind of talked to each other. Some neighbors walking. We both got to talking with each other. And he said, look, man, things are bad out here. He said, I know you see it like I do. The issues that are going on, he said, people don't want to see it. They want to pretend like it's all hunky-dory. But even he recognized, he said, man, it's some issues going on around here, man. Yeah, I got you. And many people know that something that's horrible is coming. All right, what the media's not telling us, the bank's not telling us, nobody's telling us what's going on. We just have to see for ourselves. All right, you got the BRICS nations. If anybody know about the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, they were the original ones starting in 2008 to dethrone the U.S. dollar to get us off the king dollar hegemony, whatever you want to call it. I keep butchering that. Forgive me for that one, but and they've succeeded. If you start looking at the news, like the real news, you can't trust the media. Don't look at them. You have to go dig for yourself. The BRICS nation has last time my research about a good few minutes before this one, they've accumulated 80% of the world's population, and that is climbing. A few days ago, Putin announced it was actually July 31st, and because Putin's not our enemy, Russia's not an enemy. They've been fighting these folks for centuries. All right. And the alternative news is what my household watches. We try my household too. All right, we don't have cable TV. I will big old fight with the DirecTV to get them out of our lives. All right, and all I have is I've taken us off the regular TV. You know, you do have what's that called? We do have internet where we do I forgot the online stuff where we do look at and where we get streaming channels and everything. We got regular TV, but we don't watch it. It's mostly YouTube videos on how we can actually grow stuff, do better education and everything. All right, so that's right, get it in. All right, we stop paying attention. Every once in a while, I do pay attention to what the mainstream media is saying. It's the same old hot garbage everywhere. All right, let me get back on track. And he wanted to he's trying his best to de-escalate. And when the lady finally gave up on him, and then go back to that one. Oh shoot, let me go back. Okay, I said had Putin. Let me go back to that one. The dude wanted he de-escalated, and they got to talking. He said, "Man, I don't want to argue with nobody anymore." He said, "I got to worry about feeding my family now." Walmart. He said Walmart's. He admitted. He said Walmart's are closing down everywhere. He said he don't even know if this one is gonna stay open. All right, and this is a good Walmart. This is at the intersection where people go. Both the ones I go to. So there's uncertainty everywhere. You know, I'm in uncertain territory myself. I talked to my mama earlier, and her husband, a good man. He's not my real dad, and my daddy passed away in '95. And but he got mad. He quit his job. They wanted him. He was a truck driver. They wanted him. He just came back from uh, literally a full day's drive, 24, almost 33-hour drive in his truck, and then they wanted him to turn right back around, get in there, and go back somewhere else. He said he's old. He's in his 70s, and he's like, I can't do that. And they said, well, you got to do this, so he quit. And my mama's been the one doing been carrying the burden, even though the house is paid off. You know, the bills are good to go. And she said it's one of the things that she accepted, and she's not mad at him. She said he was good to go. All right, but nobody wants to fight anymore. Things are bad is happening. Be safe out there. Get everything straight, good to go. Get out of debt. Don't be in debt so much, okay? Just try to get as much as you can. We all can't get out of debt. It took me 7 years to get out of debt, all right? It really did to get my family out of debt. We out of debt now. All right, even though we got a house, we got one car payment. I'm getting ready to sell one car to the junkyard because I'm tired of fixing it. I spent almost $10,000 on that car, and I'm tired of fixing it. So I'm about to junk it. But get out of debt. Get out of everything you can, okay? It's not worth it, because when this system crashes, unless they enact Nasara Jasara, which hopefully is coming soon. Okay, I've talked about the Nasara Jasara Act and the 20 acts that go along with it, but this is something that we all need, all right? Because we've been getting robbed left and right. Okay, everything is fake. The whole system is fake. All right, remember, you got to pay to live. Let me break it down to you right quick. This is over encompassing what I'm talking about. You got to pay to eat. You got to pay to wash your behind. You got to pay to get in your private personal automobile. Every car should be listed as a private personal automobile. Get in your private personal automobile. You got to pay. They make you pay when you register your vehicle. When you register, it means to take away, which means your private personal automobile no longer belongs to you. It belongs to the state. All right. Every state, when you see that state of, that's a corporation that you're paying to. You're telling them you don't take care of your car, so now you got to drive that car around. That's why you pay property tax, because you're paying the state to know where that car is, instead of having a private personal automobile not registered with the state. All right, you get a ticket in there, they get more money out of it. They get more of your hard-earned money out of you. You're taxed on your income, so you're paid. You have to pay in order to go to work. You pay for gas. We pay for every single thing that we do. We're paying to live. Yes, we are. We're paying to live. Don't know, and can't nobody see it. Hardly anybody sees that when you try to tell them, man. They look at you like you cockeyed. All right, but that whole system is coming crashing down. It is coming crashing down like nothing ever before, and most people don't even want to see it. And this is what kind of infuriates me, but it's kind of makes me more nervous. I could say more angry, but I'm not angry anymore. It just makes me more nervous. That many people still look at us like we tinfoil kufi heads. They done drunk the Kool-Aid by watching their TV media. All right, so this is what it's all about. All right, get ready, because that system is coming down, and it's coming down faster than ever before. All right, you just have to really see it. For those of us who see it, that's fine. Those who don't see it, we got to keep moving, and we'll come back and get them. For those who want to come back and listen, who want us to get them. All right, now let's switch over to Putin. Putin announced on July 31st the new gold-backed asset-based currency. Period. And then signed the gold digital ruble bill. That means their rubles are now backed by gold, a basket of assets they have in Russia. All right, and he was part of the BRICS alliance. And so that is something that most people you won't hear about in the mainstream media. They'd rather cover some other nonsense or some other tragedies like they always do. They're not gonna tell us. Yeah, I'm feeling my because I'm getting tore by mosquitoes. It's twilight here and the sun's going down, so the mosquitoes know what's up. They try to come out in full force. All right, so I ain't gonna be in it too long. I ain't gonna keep you up. But yeah, so the BRICS nations have announced their gold back currency. They've already announced it. They're not waiting to the August 22nd meeting. It's already been announced. The fiat dollar is dead. U.S. Incorporated is dead. The resident that you think is in D.C. is not in D.C. He's out of a studio, either in Atlanta, New York, or California. All right. You see, people are flighting to safety. People are now saving money. I hope everybody out there is saving money. All right. I'm trying to save money. All right. It's hard with 5 kids. All right. I just had to pay for my son when he goes back to college. I just paid for his dorm room. You still got to pay for his dorm room. His first month's rent and security deposit I had to pay that. So that took a big chunk out. All right. I know we got most kids getting ready to go back to school. My wife done most of the school shopping. I picked up a little bit. I picked up a little bit of supplies because I got this feeling this morning instead of, hey man, you need to go to the store and pick up some stuff. So get as much as you can while you can. Don't be out there when the crap actually hits the fan, because they're not gonna remember. They don't give no notice, no warning. Let me look around. Make sure anybody watching. All right, cool. All right, we got some families here at the park. All right, I'm trying not to show anybody houses here. I'm so sorry about that if I see anybody houses. All right, okay. I know the view. I'm trying to give everybody peace of mind. I don't want to show kids or houses. All right, but the way the view is, I may have to. All right, so let me switch it back to get a better look at me. You know, I am top 5, so one of the sexiest men in the world. So hey, gotta get a little laughter in. So, but the issues that are going on, there are folks who are trying to get us into war. Don't buy that crap. We're not going to war with anybody. All right, things are just going to hit the fan, and just be safe, be sound out there. Take care of yourselves, and just make sure you're good to go financially. All right. Let's switch on topics here to what's the state side in the past few days. You got Walmart's announcing closures, Best Buy's closing, CVS, Walgreens, all these places are now locking up. All right. And so the many other stores, Bed Bath and Beyond, you're seeing that. You got banks that are closing. Some of these places are not actually closing. What they're doing is shutting down the ones in kind of remote areas, and they're turning it into wealth management. The ATM machines may be still up, but they're not going down. They're going down too. And many of these places they're not closing down, and we don't see the construction inside, and they're not reopening as wealth management. They're getting rid of their tellers. Bank tellers are now losing their positions. And they have wealth management firm. They have cubicles inside where you just talk to a wealth management. So get ready for that. The quantum financial system went live. It went live last month. All right, last month it was officially went live. So we're now in the QFS system. Don't wait for the saying that the U.S. Incorporated is dead. It's already dead. It's officially dead. It has passed away. Just people don't want to recognize it. And until we get the majority of folks recognize it, people still gonna belong in this fiat U.S. Incorporated system. All right, and it's not just U.S. Incorporated. That's just one corporation, which is part of the three city empire: London, Washington D.C., and the Vatican. All right. By the way, the Vatican was shut down in 2000 when Operation Defender Europe took place. Look up Operation Defender Europe. 50,000 troops raided the Vatican, and it went down. It went down in the Vatican. Believe you me, put it that way. All right, it did. And what came out of there was the equivalent of 650 plane loads. 650, not individual 650 planes, 650 plane loads. That means they were going back and forth, taking out what had been stolen from us over the centuries. All right, that is absolutely right. Look up Operation Defender Europe and you will see it. All right, and what they retaliated with a few months later, yep. Yeah, I'm praying that Nasara comes through. Remember, Nasara is here. Jasara is global, but every country in the world has, every nation has a Nasara of their own. But inside the U.S. is Nasara. The rest of the world is Jasara. All right, and besides Operation Defender Europe, you got issues going on here. Believe you me. Matter of fact, that encompasses. I have a secondary news channel. I don't talk much about it, because there's a lot of stuff going on that channel, which I've been kicked off of YouTube twice for that channel. Uh, they kicked me off twice, and I got it back, so I don't really talk about it much. I just like a video blog. I show the clips and news clippings there. But if you go to Unheard News channel, UNHEARARED news, you'll see it. All right, that's why I post up a lot of stuff that's going on. All right, stuff that they don't want you to see or talk about. That you start talking about it, boy, your family really distance themselves from you. But that's actually really what's going down. Why people don't really see much. All right, and why you starting to see the system crashing, and why the new one is coming up. All right, don't believe Janet Yellen. She went over. That was a begging mission from China. She's not in charge. Steve Mnuchin is in charge. Jerome Powell was from Steve Mnuchin. Matter of fact, there is no more Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve has been bankrupted. It's gone. They can't do nothing. Congress went in. They went in. Remember that debt ceiling fight in January? Why did they start talking about the debt ceiling in January? And then they brought it back up in June. They passed a $4 trillion debt increase. Who's gonna give the money to them? Nobody's giving U.S. incorporated money. Yeah, you got the neighbor's dog right here. Hey, how you doing? Hey, he's over there. Yeah, walk coming up on me. All right. Yeah, who's gonna give the U.S. incorporated money? Nobody. Nobody wants the fiat dollar. If you start looking around, you gotta really dig deep for this, because they black out a lot of stuff here in the U.S. They do. They black out a lot of stuff. Nobody wants to give us any money. The only nations that actually celebrate the dollar, some nations in Western Europe, Canada, and we don't even have Mexico anymore. Mexico's joining the BRICS. Let me tell you how bad it is. My home state of Texas has applied to join the BRICS Alliance. That's how bad it is. That's how really bad it is. All right. And we got states that we gotta keep our head on the swivel. Okay. So you need to be safe, be sound. Do not argue. Keep your head up. I got neighbors left and right everywhere. They coming. All right. I had to come over this way because you got kids at the park. I ain't want to look creepy. All right. So that's why I got my back turned toward the houses instead of where kids play area. I got to get my kids in a minute after this and then take them to the park. All right. So, damn bugs. Don't you hate it when the sun start going down, especially here? Well, man, where I live at is mostly swampland. They just build on top of swampland. I don't know what the heck they do that. Bugs everywhere, especially when the sun go down. All right. But I want you all to be safe. All in all encompassing, as more and more people get ready to get laid off and lose their jobs, lose their occupations, their jobs, whatever you want to see it. You want to see desperate people in desperate times. There are programs out here that have been set up. I'm using one of them right now to help pay for my internet. Get a hold of these programs. They're there for a reason, to help out. And many of these programs have had so much money in them, they're just sitting there laying around. Don't rely on Social Security. Don't rely on anything but yourself. It's time we get our head on the swivel and we take care of ourselves. Don't rely on the Planetary Liberation Alliance. Don't rely on the Galactic Federation. You need to be on yourself. The only people who's gonna come save you are you. Yes, it sucks. It sucks that we got family members and people who think we're wearing that tinfoil kufi hat, but we're not wearing it. We're just the ones who see what's going on. All right. I wanted to keep this short, about 20 minutes. It's about 18 minutes, 45 seconds. So I'll close off. Everything is crashing around us. Believe you me, everything is crashing. All right. Banks are crashing. Some you just hear news about they're laying off the entire mortgage sector. The stock market is rigged. It's only being held up, so don't pay attention to it. All right. BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, that's the real executive branch of the United States of America Incorporated. They're gone. They're going bye-bye. Everything is coming to a head. And as things crash and the system that defrauded us into it doesn't want to, that they're being forced to let go, expect them to lash out. So beware of false flags. But the economy is going to go away. How long before the new quantum financial system officially comes into play and takes charge? That remains to be seen. All right. So for those who joined, I want to thank you for joining us. This is a nice pop-up. I just want to get a little peace and quiet. All right, but I gotta go grab my little babies and take them out. All right, so I want to say be safe, be sound. Thank you for joining us for another Melaninated Economic News. Thanks for the live pop-up. Let's get it started.